Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of the ABS show coming to you straight from where?
New York City!
If this is your very first time on the show, make sure to subscribe to our channel, and after the show, go on Instagram and follow us at the ABS show. Right. Throughout the show, you can join in on the conversation by dropping your comments below. We love your comments. Ms. Spitfire, what are we talking about today?
Talking about domestic violence. A recent photo emerged of a Nigerian woman disfigured by her husband. According to the interview, the woman says she is still in love with her husband despite all he has done to her. The readers went crazy, the viewers went mad. Why would you be with your husband? You have to leave him. So the question today is, do we blame abused partners for staying in their abusive relationships?
Do we blame them?
Do we blame them?
Ooh, that's a tough one, guys.
We definitely... Oh,
no, go ahead.
I was going to say we don't blame them because we know that it's also, you know, what do you call it? You're also, they're used to it. And this is what they think means love. Love does not hurt. That's one of the biggest things somebody taught me. Like when I was in a relationship
love
and I was...
Love does not hurt?
Love doesn't hurt.
You think so?
Love is not supposed to hurt. Love is supposed to make you feel good. It's supposed to make you happy. And especially in Nigeria where 1 in 4 women in Nigeria are reportedly in, you know, domestic violence issue. That's a huge ratio. And we know that Africa systematically has been known to put women down. And when women complain, even the police are laughing at you. They're not even taking you seriously. So it's either, and some of them are not also at home moms. So who's going to take care of them if they do leave? What happens then if they have children in the relationship? So it's like, do I stay and deal with this beating, or do I go and don't know what's going to be out there for me?
You're speaking the narrative, right? Not what you think, right?
Yeah, because you say you don't blame her,
right?
What do you mean?
You say you don't blame her.
What you just said, you're speaking like the narrative, like what they think that makes them stay back in the relationship or in the marriage.
Anybody when you stay in something because you're comfortable. That's with anybody. That's with any relationship. Relationship that we stay in where somebody might have cheated on us or somebody may have done something that's not right. It's because you're comfortable there.
I don't find that though.
Depending. It's
it's really sad, and this is a universal thing. It's not just. It's very universal. I was really disappointed when somebody that I know actually said she's very attracted to aggressive men. And I'm like, what is the world going into right now? And it's just got me thinking that most women, with due respect, I feel like, you know, are confused. When you ask them, like, what kind of man do you want? Like, I want a nice man, I want this, I want that. And at the end of the day, when they see nice people or see nice men doing beautiful stuff for them, they feel like, wait, he doesn't really, doesn't really have drama around him. He's not aggressive. He doesn't beat me. He doesn't shout at me. He doesn't scold me. And I'm beginning to doubt if the love is real. So in this case, I'm actually going to blame the woman. Are you going to be in there till he kills you and take you to the grave before you get out? Simply because you're considering the factors of suffering. Who's going to pay my bills? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? How will I go back to my parents' house and bear the shame from other single women?
Do you
know anybody personally that this has happened
you sound
to?
very passionate. They beat your sister.
No, it's not a joke.
No, it's the person I spoke about, you know, who love aggressive men, actually is in a relationship. A friend, in a relationship, you know, going through so many things and everything. And I'm like, why are you there? I mean, he's not abusive or anything, but the thing is, he keeps, you know, cheating, keeps doing all sorts of things. And I'm like, why are you there?
Okay, I'm going to address it like this. In that context, it's a bit different. Cheating is not the same as domestic violence.
Exactly.
I'm talking about physical, psychological, verbal abuse in a relationship.
But cheating on somebody can affect them psychologically.
But when you beat, when you,
part of it.
And that's emotional abuse.
Can I finish?
Well,
when you beat somebody to a pulp, as we've seen on TV, on the screen with this lady, is a whole different ball game. Now you ask, why would you stay there? Are you comfortable? You're scared for somebody. You're unable to pay your bills. It goes a little deeper than that. Some of them have been brainwashed to think it's okay.
Absolutely.
Some of them have been cajoled to think, oh, he can change. A man who's not always aggressive, who sometimes is aggressive, when then he comes around around and he begs you after he's done this to you. He'll come and tell you, I'm so sorry, I love you. Yeah. I don't know what got over me. 2 months later, he's pounding you again. When people talk, you weigh the good with the bad. Like, oh, you know what? He's not all that bad. He's been nice. You know what? I forgive him. He said he was sorry. He's not going to do it again. But you fall into a cycle.
Common sense, man.
It's not common sense.
It's not common sense. It's not that simple.
This is more than common sense. This is a psychological
thing. People die in this situation.
Okay, listen.
Let me tell you.
People still die for leaving. People have left and the husbands have come back and beat them and killed them.
Exactly.
So women have left, picked up their stuff and
gone.
So
are we making an excuse for her?
No, we're not making an excuse. We're addressing it. We're addressing it psychologically. You said it's a global thing, yes. But in the Western world, it's minimized. Why? Because the rights of women is high here. Let's not forget that in Africa, the rights of women is not really much pushed to the front. Well, we're getting there right now. So it's all about awareness, education as well. Because if you know your right as a woman, you will not just fall prey to stuff like that all the time. Women don't have rights. She said something about when you go to the police, they laugh at you. Madam, get out of here, not be your husband. When you go to the police to report that something like this happened, the first thing they ask you is, Madam, what do you do?
I have a first
meaning that they're already blaming you for it.
I have a first experience account on that incident, that scenario you just painted. I have a friend, and I'm going to name names because I was hurt when, I'm going to name names when I was hurt when this happened. Ola and my friend Sheyi, both of them are friends. They're my friends. They were dating. Sheyi and Ola had a misunderstanding. He was trying to talk to her. They got into a scuffle. He pushed her on a road that had, like, you know, those pointy rocks. She fell and bruised her leg. Bruised. It was gushing of blood. It was close to Afanka police station in Shasha, Lagos State. It was close by there. She walks into the police and said, "Look at what this man did to me. Do you know what men and women, it's like 12:30 in the morning. Do you know what the men and female police in that station said? Now you cause some. Interpretation, it's your fault. Why would he beat you? You did something wrong. Or God, did you push her? You see this woman crying with blood gushing down her legs. And you're asking her that, what did you do for you to deserve this? You must have done something wrong. He then says, she was cheating on me. The only thing she did was she didn't want to go home with him. Because they were having a fight. They've been in a relationship for like years. And this is not the first time she would experience such. I got mad on her behalf and I told them, you cannot be with this. You can't be with this man. You have to leave. You know what she said to me? I'm done. 2 weeks later.
She's back.
Yes. And I was the enemy. I was the enemy because now they're looking at me like a home wrecker, like I'm trying to break up their home. So this is just one scenario. You can imagine how their mind works. You're saying you're done because you see death in her future. You see harm in her future. She's not saying that. She's saying a man who's repentant of his sin, who will come back and tell her, baby, I'm sorry, I love you. I was just provoked. It wasn't my fault. I had something happen to me. It goes on and on. So when you're saying common sense, it's not common sense.
Well, there's a lot of factors that cause a woman like this to stay in an abusive relationship, and we're going to get into that.
Absolutely.
But going back to Mac's point, if you stay in an abusive relationship, if you stay in it, just know that you are normalizing the situation. So who are we going to blame? We're going to blame everybody, and you're also going to take some fault in it as well. The entire blame is not going to be on you, because if you know better, you do better. So most of these women don't know any better. They put fear into them. These men put a lot of fear into them. They believe it's normal. They believe, okay, my grandmother went through this. My mother went through this. I'm going through this. It's become a pathology where somebody needs to break that. You know, some of them also feel embarrassed to come out and tell their story. Because somebody like Max, I'm not trying to point you out, you're going to say it's common sense, and victimize them. So they won't come out with their story.
Look stupid.
Exactly. Some of them also have low self-esteem. So it's deeper than what we see.
Also, it's those that are raised like that, because our society encourages you to ignore the fact that you're being abused. The way we're raised, women, you're supposed to be submissive to the man. When the man talks to you a certain kind of way, or he hurts you, you go to your family members, they tell you, well, are you going to leave your home because of that little misunderstanding? Go back to your house, without actually addressing the situation, the elephant in the room, which is the domestic violence. They normalize it already. The society that we're in, the African society normalizes domestic violence, which is
Right.
why it's so great that now we have all this uprising against it now.
Right.
So actually, to respond to you guys and Timani, like I'm not oblivious of the fact that there are certain factors around this. You feel me? So sometimes when I made the statement common sense, your mind, your spirit, your intuition is telling you, talking to you, but you're ignoring it simply because you've placed people, you've placed society.
Are you ignoring
hold on.
Okay.
You've placed, oh, what will people say that I've left my husband's house, I've left, you know, whatever. How will people look at it like I'm not responding? What would, you know, like I'm not, that's the factor basically. So now I'm not like being ignorant or being oblivious of the fact that there are factors surrounding it. If the society or the police or the justice system or the law, whatever, is not there yet, especially for Africa, this is where the family has to be very supportive.
Which do we know?
You know,
African
your
families
mother,
know
yes,
that?
your mother, your father, or even your friend or your siblings. Have somebody to talk to who can actually help, you know, in getting you out of there. So sorry, I'm not oblivious of the fact that there are factors surrounding this. I'm not ignorant of the fact. I know that some people have that nudge. They have that, oh, I need to get out of it, but they don't know how. And they need help on how to
Even
go
people
about
that
it.
do have support systems. For instance, let's play devil's advocate, because we know that women abuse men too, right?
That's
It's
right.
something that we don't talk about much.
Absolutely.
Daddy Freeze. He was in a relationship before the relationship he's in now, where his wife was beating him and was they were going through a lot of abusive situations. This is somebody that's in the public eye, that's a spiritual mentor, that has all of the support in the world, but he himself was stuck in this relationship till he was able to get out of it, to move on. So like no matter what the factors are, right? There's a lot of factors that lead to you leaving or staying in an abusive relationship. But basically what we have to do is make sure that we have resources available for when the person is ready.
Yes.
Right.
You know? Talking about resources, if you're in Nigeria, there is Project Alert Violence Against Women in Nigeria. There is Media Concerns Initiative, Marable Center, Office of the Public Defender. So some of these, now I'm really glad that Nigeria is starting to build resources in different channels for women and men to go and talk to if abuse happens, because we already know the police force to be like, Madam, go in the house. Pack and go.
Our viewers are also from all over the world, so if you're going through something like this and you know anybody that's going through something like this, we're going to leave the National Domestic Violence Hotline number as well. There are so many factors. I think culture plays a big part of it, and also religion.
Yes.
My people. Because people would rather stay in an abusive relationship than get a divorce.
Because
What would
religion
people
says
say?
forgive and forget.
It's not even that, because God frowns upon divorce. But for me and for the Christians out there, God doesn't want you to be beaten every night.
Not the Pando Yam, no.
So go if you need to go get a divorce, go get it. Nobody's gonna judge you. The church needs to not judge people that get divorced, because it's worse than getting divorced. You know, than not even getting married at all.
Let me ask you guys, what are the signs to look out for?
There's a lot, yes, definitely.
What are the signs?
abusive.
Let's educate our viewers. What are the signs for you to pick up on the fact that you're being abused? Because some people don't understand. When they're being abused, they don't know that they're being abused. So what signs do they look out for you to identify the fact that you're being domestically abused in your home?
Well, for all, whether domestic or emotional, whatever kind of abuse, I would think that the very first sign is the lady or the guy's just going to be a loner. You don't have any friends. You know, you don't. There's a lot of it.
Yeah.
You know,
But one I really notice is fear. When you have a friend that is so scared of the partner.
Okay, so let him finish, because he was saying something. I need you to finish with your point, with the signs, and we can move on.